Madden football is the home of the Super Bowl, and this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Titans and the Bears, coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. We count down to kickoff for what should be an epic one here, as it'll be the AFC champion Tennessee Titans taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Bears team entering play. They have certainly got it rolling of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And it's simple. The more you win in the regular season, the more likely you play at home in the postseason, and that can take you deep into January.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans,
well, down on the field, they're all thinking the same thing that they do every week, Charles. All the work, all the preparation over the past week, it all leads up to these next 4 quarters.
It's suspenseful now, Brandon, but once that ball is kicked, that thought will go out the window. From then on, it's just time to execute and fight for a win. Come on now.
It's finally time for the main event here in 2025. Away we go in Super Bowl 59.
And we will not have a return, so the first drive of this Super Bowl will begin at the 25.
So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played, and his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
Willis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Yannick Ngakoue. Well, that was a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
That partner going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again.
Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
On now is the Titans punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So now here are the Bears with excellent field position to start off.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
As we begin the Super Bowl, we're looking at one of the game's most important players. And whether he's the centerpiece of the offense or taking a backseat to his teammates, offenses always look to the quarterback to be a leader in moments like this. He's got to be that calm, composed pillar out there who stays level-headed and keeps everyone focused on the task at hand.
On first down, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
First carry now for David Montgomery.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a first down. But one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Fields on first down.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. To throw again on second down. Fields. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
His second catch in the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
A chance for the first score of this Super Bowl. Here's 1st and goal. Now Montgomery. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered, they still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
Montgomery. He needed 3, he got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Patterson's kick is good.
And it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They trailed early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Second down, they go again with Henry.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down. On second down, here's Henry. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Third down, it's Willis.
And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. This is taken at about the 14. It's a 39-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their second drive of the game. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10.
A little jet sweep to start the drive.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one.
From the 24, Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And here's Fields.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields.
Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down.
Now a first down throw, Fields. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
On play action, Fields.
And he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Fields.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the lead grows to 10-0.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Tennessee offense set to go again.
They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry.
And he'll earn a couple of tough yards past the 30 to the 31. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. That's complete to Traylon Burks.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. Second down. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Willis. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense out there set and ready to go. They're looking sharp out early to a 10-zip lead and looking for more as they've got it 1st and 10. Fields now to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
That's a nice throw there, and he's obviously feeling pretty good because remember, he had a touchdown pass on the last drive, and here he comes out throwing again, and they wind up getting good yardage and a first down right out of the gate.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw. Fields. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Well, after the standard 2-week layoff, you always wonder how's your offense going to respond and come out and play here in the Super Bowl. Well, they got a great answer right there and almost a sigh of relief on that side of the field because now they've got to feel like they can use their entire playbook and game plan for this one.
On first down, it's Fields. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Harold Landry coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down. It's a loss of 5. But just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously. Led to a very quick sack. Nothing the score after 1 on EA Sports. And we are back. Biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, and both teams ready for the start of the second quarter. On 2nd and 15 now. Fields. Smith catches left side. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Fields going to get this to Montgomery. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Again, Fields completes it to Hardman. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he is in. Touchdown, touchdown run. And the Bears continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl.
In as many coaches' meetings as we sit in, we hear the word finish all the time, don't we? And on that play, the back actually finished getting into the end zone, breaking the last tackle. Tried to wrap up, tried to use the proper technique, just wasn't able to get it done.
Extra point try now for Patterson. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a 12-yard touchdown run. And Patterson back out there to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
Well, no, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Willis now off of play action. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And it would appear he's going to be short of a first down as he stopped right around the 29. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. A 40-yard punt, no return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bears now ready to take over again. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
A pass there over the middle to start things out. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Fields. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Smith. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because there should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Going up the gut, Montgomery powers through it, and he's got room. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 49 yards rushing for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that will bring up 2nd down. To throw is Fields. And he will find his man on the outside. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he will have the Bears first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. But the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down.
Fields. His pass complete to Ruckert. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. Fields on 3rd down. Once again, Ruckert. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here, and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
Throwing again is Fields.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground. Well, that's not how you hope to draw it up there on 1st and goal, CD, by taking a sack like that.
Well, they tried to be aggressive, didn't they? They didn't want to try and work their way past the goal line. They wanted it right there on that play. Unfortunately, it backfired against them. Now they have to try and pick it up here moving forward.
On 2nd down, Montgomery. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Now Fields.
And it's caught. Touchdown, Bears.
Irv Smith Jr.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Bears are starting to open things up here in the Super Bowl.
You know, in golf, they often talk about playing the course and not worrying about what the other players are doing, what their scores are. That's essentially what we're seeing from this offense. They're just having fun and doing what they feel like doing today.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Is this a touchdown? That's the question. CD, what are they looking for here?
You just need any part of the football to break the plane. You don't need the whole football. It doesn't need to go over the entire white line. It's just that front part of the white line. And if you draw an imaginary plane going straight up, that's what they need to cross.
So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago.
It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Bears are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And a rout is on here in this first half.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
And the Titans getting set to go.
They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground.
47 yards on the ground for him so far.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Boy, we've seen a lot of mistakes here in this first half, and another there on the interception.
Yeah, they're certainly starting to pile up, aren't they? Because, let's face it, we expect a miscue here and there, but they're already down 3 scores and still giving the ball away. If they want to get back into this one, they've got to take care of the ball, because right now the way they're playing doesn't say a whole lot for their chances.
The Chicago offense set to get started. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 7. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Well, this defense, they've been terrific all year, and they come through with a pick six here on the game's biggest stage.
Perfect descriptor there, because we have seen this time and time again. This defense, their ability to take the ball away from teams, they definitely have a nose for the football, and it pays off again on that play.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25.
That pick six just a moment ago, things went from bad to worse. Look up at the scoreboard now. Not looking good here. We'll see if they can put something together on this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Henry again on 2nd down.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. touchdown. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And the rout is on here in this first half. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
And we spotlight Derrick Henry now. Looking for a bounce back. Had the fumble a moment ago that went for a touchdown the other direction. See if he can get back in rhythm.
And you have to be very careful about having too quick of a hook with really good players. I did a guy's game in high school where he fumbled 3 times in the first quarter, finished with over 300 yards on the night, later ended up in the NFL. If you got a talented back, give it back to him.
2 minutes on the clock in the second quarter of this Super Bowl. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Willis.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field.
And they can run this score up even further as they begin this drive with a 1st and goal and that huge lead.
Following the fumble recovery, Fields to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Operating from the gun, Fields. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Bears are starting to pour it on at the game's biggest stage. They are running away with this Super Bowl. In the second quarter, and already his 2nd touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point try now for Patterson.
And the route is on here in this first half. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone.
And Patterson back out there to send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. Well, there are several factors at play for why they face this deficit right now, Charles, but that's now 3 interceptions that he has thrown and just giving the football away. Pretty careless here in the opening half.
Yeah, I know that all of our parents taught us to share as youngsters, but in this game, you don't want to share with the other team. Keep it for yourself. Keep it for your team. Got to cut down on all of those throws, those errant passes, if they hope to get back into this game.
Fields on 1st down.
And he fires one incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Over the middle to Smith. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fields. This is caught. Touchdown.
Jeremy Ruckert
From 8 yards out.
and the Bears are able to add on to their first half lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Patterson now for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive.
And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I want to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Meanwhile, Willis' throw into the hands of Hooper.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Right back to the air with Willis.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here.
He finds his man, complete. It's Phillips. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. He's got it complete, Derrick Henry.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight. As we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. Continuing on, here's a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Titans. And they did have some success running the football in those first 2 quarters. And that might be something they continue to work on as they try to get back in this game.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter.
And I would imagine this is where you have to take stock of the situation, CD, and say, gosh, we're halfway to the Lombardi Trophy. Let's not slow down now.
And I like the way you went there. Let's not slow down now because the first half certainly went their way. And I would expect them to continue that type of a game plan. But you're right. You do think back to Super Bowl 54. 49ers had a double-digit lead in the 4th quarter, couldn't hold on. So plenty can still happen.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Fields. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Zach Cunningham with a pick.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
They go play action with Willis.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's when we turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And as we break it down on next-gen stats, that entire play wound up taking just 2.4 seconds beginning to end. So they were on him in a hurry.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Play action, Willis.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to fourth down.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
On fourth down, Mike Vrabel says, let's get 3 out of this. He sends on the field goal unit. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Now we're going to get a stoppage. It appears to be an injured bear on the field.
Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
He's up now to 80 yards receiving in the ballgame, and he's got a first down.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild, and here's another completion for good yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Fields now to throw. Outright, he's got Ruckert.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7.
Now a give running right is Montgomery. And some room to run now. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
87 yards rushing for him now. A big part, no doubt, of why they lead in this Super Bowl.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Back to throw. Fields. And this one complete to Smith. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. On play action, Fields. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 13-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in this Super Bowl.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Got his tight end, that's complete. That's Smith. And the Bears are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll run with Montgomery. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They try again with Montgomery. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. They were going for it on 4th and inches, now 4th and 5.
Yeah, everything had built to a crescendo, hadn't it? 4th and inches. I mean, we were coming out of our chairs up here. Now on 4th and 5, you've got to think about whether you want to go for it or not.
I got to think at this point, 3rd quarter, if you're able to hold on to the ball, get 3 at the end, that's all you're looking for.
I would agree with that because right now, this is a job well done by them. In fact, it's almost time for handshakes, a little dap on the sidelines, maybe even start to discuss post-game plans. And for the guys who haven't played yet, go ahead and get loose. Your time is now.
Out come the Titans now. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for.
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Running from the gun with Henry. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Willis. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out.
And that's his 3rd sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record since Super Bowl 17. I know it's believed that L.C. Greenwood unofficially had 4 way back in Super Bowl 10.
Wearing those golden high tops as well.
They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, That's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, I certainly don't want to pile on, but this defense has just not been up to the challenge in this game, and this continues as we see here. Coverage, not been very good. Soft in spots. There's an easy throw and catch for another first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Fields. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've got their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Third quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 41-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Fields. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Fields. Smith catches left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 4th down. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. You can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Titans offense now, they work their way back onto the field. Been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
An entire season coming down to this next quarter. 3 in the books here in the Super Bowl. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just one quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the fourth quarter.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. From the 38, Willis. He finds his man, complete. That's Phillips. The Titans on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Willis with it on 3rd and 1.
He completes it to Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards.
Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sand.
We've seen how this quarterback can beat you with his legs. Saw it earlier on this drive, as a matter of fact. But that time, they had him covered.
They really gave him no place to escape, because oftentimes they're able to find a crack, a sliver, anything that can get them upfield. On that occasion, nothing open at all, and they swarmed him.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
They set up the screen for Henry. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And I know that one didn't work out the way they thought, but I don't think it was a bad time to call this play. You're thinking on 3rd down, you might possibly see some pressure. You might see a blitz. So they tried to set up the screen, but that one was well read, and they stopped them for no gain.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down.
And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And they'll get him down up past the 15.
109 yards on the ground for him now, as he's gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Now
Now Montgomery running right. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 3.
On third down, they go Montgomery. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt, and it'll be Titan football.
Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi Trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here's Willis.
And Woods has it complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty. From the 35 on second down, Willis forced out to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Pardon my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
Tough spot for Willis and the Titans, now facing 3rd and long following the sack.
They'll drop to throw.
He's going to look downfield for Henry. And this is incomplete. Looked like he had a pretty good line on that. That was a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On now is the Titans punter, as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Hardman on the return.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field.
And they are trying to play it cool down on the sidelines, but they know that they are very close now to wrapping this thing up and letting the celebration begin. A Super Bowl title within reach now as they try to polish this thing off.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
Going right side here, and that's complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy could be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Brandon, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
A give. This is Montgomery. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
He's brought down at the 31. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second.
And off comes to Montgomery. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game, and I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry.
1 yard gain. Brings up second and
On second down, Montgomery. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. From the gun on third down, Fields. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Patterson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Taken at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Titans now just about ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way they're...
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because your goal every game is to pitch a shutout, but you and I both know that's pretty unrealistic. But to hold a team below double figures in a game, in an NFL game, that's certainly something to take pride in.
Up the middle, it's Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
a 6-yard pickup. Brings up second and 4.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Montgomery. And he'll take this one down near the 15. And the Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. And their remarkable season ends in the most remarkable of ways. They get to put next to their name, Super Bowl champion.
And they can't ever take that away, can they?
Nope.
That lasts forever. So good to see the emotion when it's all said and done. You see the hugs, you see the guys sharing, the collective happiness. Makes me want to carry you around a little bit on my shoulders to celebrate the triumph. And congratulations to them, a fantastic season.